are we drifting here? We're drifting kind of that way. I don't think we're going to make it to that island even if I paddled my ass off here. Give her a go. Come on, you can do it, dude. Come on, place it. Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Come on, you can do it there. Stroke it. Stroke it like you love it. Come on. Put your backs into it, you wee knave. Shark's back. I think he's gonna do it. This paddle's gonna break. Whatever current I'm fighting is too strong. Come on, put some effort into it. Come on. Oh. I said I want to stay here. Hey kids, Inverted Cow here, and welcome back to Raft. I just did a valiant attempt to try to make it to this island. I dropped an anchor, but the what do you call it? The tide or the current that drives this game is pushing me away from the island. It's actually pushing me away from the island hard enough to break the paddle. I actually went through 2 paddles getting here. The shark has just respawned. He hasn't even been poked yet. I just killed him before I started this thing. But as you can see, I am now up to a 4x4 size for my raft, and I have built the research table, which is the next thing that we need to start working on. Now I want to put this down. I want to be careful not to block too much of the food stuff here. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a lot of that junk that we've picked up, sand and rope and plastic and planks and open please, bolts and nails, scrap metal. Give me that hinge. Give me that. Okay, let's start hitting some stuff in the research table and see what it gets us. Plastic. Research plastic. We use one every time. But clay, research that. Scrap metal, research that. Palm fronds, planks, goo. Found that in a barrel. A bolt. I found that in a barrel. Listen, dude. Listen, go away. Now he's whining. He's hungry again. I don't like doing the shark meat because it takes a whole, it takes 4 planks to do it, but it's worth it. It's worth it to do it, but I really was hoping to actually make it back to this island to paddle in close enough to pick some stuff up, but I wanted to get started on this research table here. I'm not going to hit this island, I don't think. It's just going to be too much said. Open, please. Thank you. Oh, I've done that. Done that. Why wouldn't it let me do sand? Okay. Did I do seaweed? Not yet. Did I do metal ore? Doesn't want to let me do that. Okay, let's see what we have learned. Okay. That is the only way to gain skills. The ability to build additional things or whatever. Did I not refill that? No, I didn't. Make sure I do that here. So now we'll shuffle some stuff around in our inventory. No, we want to shuffle it into the box. Thank you. Actually, I want some of those. These stones can go away. Those can go away. I might want that scrap metal. Plastic you always need. I want palm fronds in my inventory, but for some reason they always like to put it in your hotbar. Before anything else. Always in the hotbar. Copper, there's something I didn't research. Okay, we're just going to nail off that one. I can't do copper research either. Okay. You can go back in there. So now I've gained myself. I know I pounded that out real fast. Oh, you. Seriously, dude. I tell you, the hunger mechanic in this game gets to be incredibly annoying. I mean, I appreciate it, but this guy, it's every few minutes he eats. He eats more than my cat. And you never seem to fill him up. Okay, there we go. Eat the shark meat. Now I'm totally out of sticks. Just cut that free. We'll just start drifting again. I need planks. Now what we can do is we can start crafting collection nets, which require ropes, nails, and planks. Nails are made from, of course, scrap. So we'll bunch up a bunch of them. I need planks now like mad, so we'll have to start working on those. Hinge, scrap, planks for the bigger storage. Something I want. So yeah, see, look at the current's just pushing us. Up to now, all I'm doing is collecting everything with the throwing hook, and that's very, very difficult. Well, there's another raft over there. Did I get... Dude, I'm busy. That guy is such a jerk. Got it. I'd like to make a go for that raft there, but I don't think I have the ability yet. that one's just going to have to pass us by. Now, sail is something that you have the ability to build early on. So that's something I wanted to start building towards as well. Cat is jumping on my lap now. Becoming very annoying.
Sit.
Brat. The reason I want the collection nets is because you are constantly having to try to collect junk that's floating past your raft. And the sea always seems to move just at the wrong moment. Okay, get down. Ow! Yeah. Cry me a river, I'll build you a bridge. Speed that this guy gets thirsty. I don't know. Okay, let's try. Read that blank. Thank you. No. Okay. Sails require planks, 10 of them. And nets require 6 of them. That was part of the reason I wanted to get to that that island, was because there's trees on there. I believe that particular island had 3 trees on it. Don't give me that. I picked it up. Smash that button. Okay. I was trying to see what else we had unlocked and researched here. Wet bricks. Flippers. This is something that we're going to need. The empty plastic bottle, so we don't have to use the cup. 2 sizes of crock pots. The bowl for advanced cooking. Simple grill, simple purifier, so we haven't unlocked any advances on those yet. Metal axe, metal fishing rod, and the bow and arrow have been unlocked, which is always good. Last time I actually unlocked the arrow before I unlocked the bow, it was kind of useless. Now the bow and the arrow and the crop plots, making words no good today. Seriously, dude, like, no, bad. Jerk. Oh, come on. At least give me the plank. Okay, and then we're or again, we're back at nighttime, and I can't do much about that. Lanterns, this is something else that I want to build. Again, planks are needed for that. So what we're going to do here is, I'm going to try to get some planks together, and we'll pick it up. I'm just going to kind of skim along and see if we get lucky here. So I'll pick it up as soon as I've collected a few more materials. I just wanted to bring you in for that research thing. Okay, kids, we're back. I have finally built myself a sail, and I'm just going to try to tuck it in here where it's not something I'm going to trip over. And we can finally... seriously, shark, dude. Go away. He already has broken 3 of these. This raft is starting to look really haphazard because every time I started placing one, he'd come back and he broke it. Alright, now, as I said, it's going to give us, the sail should give us some degree of navigation. Right now, we have nothing really to navigate towards. And these things, these little sweepers here do a great job picking up a lot of stuff. Originally, this was the back of the boat, and now this is the back of the boat, and I've spun around about 3 times. At one point, this was the back of the boat. So, it's, you don't really have a front or back at any point in the game until you actually start building a raft that is actually capable. Right now, we're just basically throwing together a floating island of sanity here. Nails. That's all I need is a nail. I'm going to craft a streamer. Now, the good thing about the streamers is they show you the direction the wind is actually blowing. You're thirsty. Well, here, put the windsock down. Thank you. Oh, this guy, I tell you, and he moves so slowly when he's tired or hungry or thirsty or whatever. Alright, I'm trying to do something. Can you not attack my ship and sink me and cause all kinds of grief anytime soon? Now, the pendant is showing that the wind's going basically this way, which is the way we've been pushing along for a while here. Now, if I hold R, I can... hold R, thank you. I can get going with or against the wind or across the wind. As you see, our wake is now on a diagonal. This is helpful if you see any ships, islands, rafts, whatever, floating around in the distance. So right now, I'm just going to leave it facing forward. More stuffs and see if we can finally add a little bit more structure to this round. We're getting there. I want to have it a lot wider than this, a lot larger than this. obviously a lot better laid out than this. But, you know, don't despise small beginnings. Now, I'd rather rely on these collection nets than the hook for most of my collections, mainly because the nets don't wear out. And until I get enough to actually build some decent, a decent raft, and two, some decent tools, whenever you see a lot of barrels coming by, that's when the little bugger always seems to want to attack. Don't eat. Oh, damn it. Don't ever eat the raw shark meat. Oh. Okay. That was a very bad thing. Oh, there's an island over there. Okay. Rotate. Straight across the wind. Remember, the wind's still going to push you forward. The sail's going to push you this way, but the wind is still going to push you that way. So I might not make that island. It might be too... far, unless the wind changes slightly. But I always find that it doesn't seem to matter what. Whenever you try to go to these islands, the wind always seems to work against you. I don't know, it's kind of questionable. We might make it. We're still drifting in that general direction. Now, if I really wanted to, I could probably craft a paddle. Planks, I suppose. And I could paddle us in a little bit faster. Let's see if I can grab that. See if we can get this island. I don't know if we can. We seem to be drifting aggressively away from it now. Just check your side that has your turbulence on it. Yeah, I'm just going to burn up a paddle trying for that. Seriously starting to get on my nerves, you know that, right? What would be really, really handy is it if you had a rudder. Now, I know that's something that comes down the line. Eventually you pick up a rudder. Or the ability to build one, I guess. That's definitely something I want early game. I'm very cranky that way. Yes, I know, everything is packed all tight and tight and tight in the middle. Because the shark will always attack the outermost ring of the raft first. It's usually best to have kind of avoid having anything valuable close to the edge. Like that bucket of rocks, it's a one-time use, you don't get it back. You know, I'm not too worried if he chews it off. And that's how it goes. Really hoping to make it to an island. I actually literally have not yet, apart from the first two islands, I haven't made it back to another island yet. Every attempt has failed. Okay, kids, we are making some progress here. Just found another little floating raft. Into, and I'm going to try, there's an island just in the distance there. I can see again the wind is going almost directly against me here, or sideways to me. And I've been slowly, there we go. Slowly expanding out the raft here. It's thirsty. This is the problem, everything's too tight. Okay, the wind is shifting in our favor here, so hopefully we can get straight into that island. That's a new shark. He's stabbing me, stab face. The previous shark here is right here. Is now shark meat. I'm pretty sure he is no relation to dog meat. Now what I'm thinking of doing is building a couple of pontoons like this on either side of the boat, with just a small section in the middle, and then basically all of my utility stuff up. That leaves only a small amount that I have to actually protect against shark attack with, and once I start putting armor on, that's not what I wanted to do. Once I start putting armor on it, hopefully I will be able to make it so that the shark can't attack my raft at all. Don't, make sure you don't be clicked on that. Okay, we're actually going to make this island. Now I'm going to, this isn't a big island. Actually, this is a small island that I've done a few times now. Oh, chop already. Quick, faster, thank you. I'm just going to run the ship into the side of the island here and run up and collect what I can. I would like to dock up and go for a swim, but I am actually quite low on planks, and I believe this has only got 2 trees on this island. Maybe a third, I don't think it does. No, there's only 2 trees on this island, so it's really not even worth it. I am very low on planks. Okay, we're not going to worry about flowers just yet. I will at a later date. Okay, now we've hit the island. We just grabbed what I was going to grab. I'm not going to even bother going for a swim. There's a lot of resources underwater that you need. But for now, I'm not going to go for any of them. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Dirty bugger, you. Okay. Now, as we're dragging along the rocks, you'll notice the raft has turned, it's changed its angle of attack again. So that's something you have to do. You have to keep in mind, which is, like I said, part of the reason I would like to lay my hands on a rudder of some sort. That's okay. So there was that island. We hit another raft. I didn't even look to see if I got anything useful off the raft. I did get some seeds. So I am going to work towards, between episodes here, I'm going to work on building this raft up. Now that we've got the beginnings of a skimming system happening. Yeah, you just go away, Stabby. And I want to start working towards making this the bow of the boat. And getting some direction, if you will, on this thing. As it sits right now, we're just basically, literally a floating barge of debris collection. So thanks all for watching, kids. I hope you're enjoying Raft. I'll see you in the next episode when I've actually done a lot of collection and building. I want to see if I can get enough building materials to actually build up quite a bit here. And we'll start heading towards doing something else. Maybe we'll do some swimming and we'll see what happens. So thanks for watching and good night. For now.